the world is a tapestry of knowledge woven with threads of ancient wisdom and modern discovery. Yet some threads remain hidden, deliberately obscured from view. These hidden threads represent the potential of natural remedies, the power of alternative therapies, and the promise of cures that lie beyond the realm of patented pharmaceuticals. These are the treatments that Big Pharma doesn't want you to know about. This is not a conspiracy theory, it's a matter of economics. Pharmaceutical companies are businesses driven by profit. Their primary goal is not necessarily to cure diseases, but to sell drugs. And what sells better than a treatment that manages symptoms without ever addressing the root cause? What generates more revenue than a lifetime of repeat customers dependent on expensive medications? The suppression of alternative research is a silent epidemic, a hidden war waged against natural healing and true wellness. This essay will delve into the murky depths of this suppression, exposing the tactics used to silence promising alternatives and the devastating consequences for public health. We will explore the stories of courageous whistleblowers, the evidence buried in plain sight, and the profit-driven motives that fuel this insidious system. Join us as we pull back the curtain on Big Pharma's secrets and empower ourselves with the knowledge to reclaim our health. The foundation of scientific progress rests upon the pillars of transparency and open dialogue. Yet when it comes to pharmaceutical research, these pillars often crumble under the weight of corporate interests. Negative trial data, inconvenient side effects, and research findings that contradict the profitability of a drug are routinely suppressed, hidden away from the eyes of the public and even medical professionals. This lack of transparency is not accidental. It's a calculated strategy to maintain the illusion of efficacy and safety, protecting the bottom line at the expense of patient well-being. Imagine a world where every negative study, every adverse reaction, and every failed trial was readily accessible. The truth about the limitations and potential dangers of many widely prescribed drugs would be impossible to ignore. The suppression of negative data creates a distorted reality, a medical landscape where the full picture of a drug's effects remains elusive. This lack of transparency has far-reaching consequences, impacting the prescribing habits of doctors, the treatment choices of patients, and ultimately the health outcomes of millions. It's time to demand greater transparency, to insist on the full disclosure of all research findings, both positive and negative. Only then can we make informed decisions about our health and break free from the grip of a system that prioritizes profit over well-being. Turmeric, the golden spice of countless culinary traditions, holds within its vibrant hue a wealth of medicinal properties. For centuries, this unassuming root has been revered in traditional medicine systems for its anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and even anti-cancer potential. Modern science has begun to corroborate what ancient healers have known for generations. Numerous studies have demonstrated turmeric's efficacy in alleviating pain and inflammation, particularly in conditions like arthritis. Its active compound, curcumin, has shown remarkable potential in inhibiting the growth of cancer cells and even protecting against neurodegenerative diseases. Yet despite the overwhelming evidence of its therapeutic benefits, turmeric remains largely relegated to the realm of alternative medicine. Why? Because it's a natural substance that cannot be easily patented, making it a less attractive prospect for pharmaceutical companies seeking to develop and market expensive drugs. Imagine the implications if a pharmaceutical giant were to develop a synthetic version of curcumin, patent it and market it as a breakthrough drug. The profits would be astronomical. But the irony is that nature has already provided us with a safe, effective, and readily available solution. The story of turmeric is not unique. It serves as a stark reminder of the countless natural remedies that have been sidelined, their potential overshadowed by the allure of profit-driven pharmaceutical development. Section 4. The profit motive, chronic illness, endless revenue. The pharmaceutical industry thrives on a simple yet unsettling equation. Chronic illness equals endless revenue. Curing a disease may generate a short-term windfall, but it also eliminates a customer. Managing symptoms, on the other hand, creates a lifetime of repeat business, ensuring a steady stream of profits for years to come. This profit-driven model incentivizes the development of drugs that manage symptoms without necessarily addressing the root cause of the illness. It also discourages research into cures, particularly those that involve natural, readily available, and difficult-to-patent solutions. Consider the case of diabetes. Pharmaceutical companies invest billions in developing and marketing insulin and other drugs that manage blood sugar levels. While these medications are essential for many, they do not address the underlying causes of the disease. Meanwhile, lifestyle interventions like diet and exercise, which have been proven to reverse type 2 diabetes in many cases, receive comparatively little attention or funding. This focus on symptom management over cures perpetuates a cycle of dependence, where patients become lifelong consumers of expensive medications. It's a system that prioritizes profit over prevention, treatment over cure, and corporate greed over public health. Section 5. The price of silence. Public health in peril. The consequences of suppressing alternative research extend far beyond the realm of individual health outcomes. They ripple outward, impacting the very fabric of our society and jeopardizing the well-being of entire populations. When promising treatments are silenced, when natural cures are ignored, the collective health of our community suffers. Imagine a world where the vast potential of natural remedies was fully explored and integrated into mainstream medicine. What if the billions of dollars poured into developing and marketing pharmaceutical drugs were redirected towards researching the efficacy of plant-based therapies, traditional healing practices, and lifestyle interventions? We might witness a dramatic shift in the landscape of chronic disease. We might see a decline in the rates of cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and other debilitating conditions that plague modern society. We might even witness a resurgence of true wellness, where prevention and natural healing take center stage, reducing our reliance on expensive and often side-effect-laden medications. But this vision of a healthier future remains elusive as long as the profit motives of Big Pharma continue to dictate the direction of medical research and influence the treatment choices available to patients. The suppression of alternative research is not just an assault on our individual health, it's a threat to the well-being of humanity as a whole.